Hi everybody, welcome very much to Azos Empires. Today we have the second match out of a best of 5 counting for EGCTV tournament Call to Arms, Group B, Round 3, and is Vortix on the color blue as the Delhi Sultanate versus Valdemar in the color yellow as the Chinese, which is my favorite civilization so far. And this is match number 2 of a best of 5, so go watch the previous episode and leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Check the links down below to catch me live on Twitch, to catch EGCTV, the host of the tournament, live on Twitch, and both these players also stream on Twitch, so the links to their streams will be down below. Let's talk about the matchup. The map is the good old Lipany. You know how it is, that weird cousin in your family. You never know what they're gonna say at the family reunion, right? That's Lipany for y'all. And yeah, Chinese versus Delhi. I really like this matchup, perhaps because I don't see it a lot, so it always feels fresh to me. But I think like Delhi usually is a like one-dimensional civ, but I think against China you can do various things. I think China is one of the civilizations that it's the weakest against like fast castle into a bunch of men-at-arms or knights into your face, and because you have the scholars inside of the production buildings, you can actually produce, you can go fast castle with sacred sites, especially on a map like this. It's really hard for the Chinese to deny all of them. As I think as the Delhi in Lipany and like maps like the Pit, for an example, you are always able to have one, because the Chinese army is going to be always very slow, and they can't run around from one side to another, right? And I think because China, there is that window to explore over China, I think fast castle with Delhi is a bit more valuable against China. But let's see how these players play. Recently, I've seen two different trends with Delhi players. I've seen very feudal aggression, very intense, a lot of Sipahi, a lot of Ghazi Raiders, a lot of spears, and a lot of archers, a little bit of everything. And I've seen the opposite, which is late game, right? With a bunch of elephants and like super hard to stop. Right? And it's going to be the Dome of the Faith for Vortix. So a lot of scholars and cheaper scholars, that's in the mind of Vortix. For the Chinese, it's the Imperial Academy, allowing them to produce more of these guys, Imperial officials, to boost their economy and collect gold. And also, I think, yeah, just to finish the discussion about the matchup, I just think China is too slow. Wait, do we see a Delhi second TC? That's a third, not so common way to play Delhi, but done in the right way, it's super powerful. Because then you get all the upgrades, because you Delhi, they free, you just click them. And that gives such enormous boost and momentum to the Delhi economy. It's actually pretty good, but it's a very hard macro to pull off. Because normally as the Delhi you need a lot of wood for archers, Ghazi raiders, buildings, walls for the sacred sites, right? But then you also need wood for the town center. And people need to collect stone from it. For it, I mean. So it's really hard to do in terms of macro, but when well done, it's really, really powerful. And I was saying like, yeah, China, I think China is too slow for the pace of Delhi. Now, it depends, right? The Delhi player might not be a super fast player, and then if China goes to middle castle with the farms, with the palace guards, Sugunus, and crossbows and nest of bees, I think the win is for China. But I think that the Delhi player needs to be a bit passive in order to let that happen. Welcome to the stream, FTN98. I can't tell you who's winning right now because we're recording a video for YouTube, and that would spoil the results for everybody that didn't watch the first video yet. But let's say it has been an interesting set so far. Only the second match out of the best of 5, the first one already happened. Remember to go check that on YouTube. I will tell you after this match is over. So don't worry, man. Dome of the Faith coming in. Oh yeah, and only 2 people building it. That was very interesting. Because you're playing against China and they age up twice, right? So you have a lot of time. Oh, Barbican shooting the scout over there. Scout needs to run away. That's oh, great spot for the Barbican. Maybe it should be a bit more like that to cover more of the deer. But look, 2 golds, 1 food, wood, another food, bro, another wood. Kinda, you can like wall. I don't know. It's a great place for the Barbican. I just think it can't reach everything it wanna reach, but it's really good. I mean, it actually can reach over there. So one of the best Barbican spots I've ever seen. And the 2 prelates, 2 scholars, I mean, for Vortix, our Spanish player, nuestro hermano. Players building up their things right now, not a lot of action. And there, bro, there we go. Second TC for Delhi, man. I want to see this happen. Because this doesn't happen a lot, but I've seen this sometimes, and it's really, really powerful. Because then you can make so many units with Delhi, man. And if you go castle with 2 TCs, building elephants, it's way easier, way easier, right? Especially second TC on the deer, that's a lot of food. Do we have survival techniques for Vortix, by the way? We don't. Ah, it's right there in queue. Alright. Chinese player, Valdemar over here. Finishing up the sheep. Could move to the deer next. I don't know. Song Dynasty, so it's producing villagers faster. Not going for a second TC. Noticeably. So the Delhi player will be ahead economically. And as a China player, you don't want to be falling behind, because your economy is your power, right? It's not really your units, it's the economy behind your units. For Zugunu, already out to stop those scholars, perhaps. Where are they? Sanctity is almost finishing, so the scholars should be making their way to the sacred sites. I don't see them though. Are they in... Oh, they're moving out. That's 1. That's 2. That one I think will go to the military building. Ghazi Raiders, here they go. Alright. That's a lot of Zugunus. Just kill the scholar, yeah, I don't need to kill the Ghazi Raider. Well done, Valdemar. Alright. And I told you in the early game, but it's so hard for China to contest all the sacred sites. Right? Because you don't use cavalry as China. So their army is always slow. But, oh yeah, Valdemar is going for only using one Zugunu to kill the deer. Call that efficient. Nice. He delays the second sacred site, which is really, really good. The thing is, the numbers of Ghazi Raiders are growing. Oh, but they take huge damage, never mind. Range defense is coming in, but it's only +1 and the Zugunu numbers are growing. Bro, they are melted! Let's go, Zugunu, let's go! Melt those Ghazi Raiders. Now we have archers. Building some walls. Yeah, I think Vortix will have at least one sacred site available to him. At least. There we go. Valdemar wants to decap the sacred site, but now Vortix just moves to the other one. It's really hard sometimes to stop Valdi. No, he wants to... No. You want to defend this one? Yeah, it makes sense. There is only one Zugunu there. But the whole army for Valdemar is here. You see, like, if you had 2 Zugunus here, you'd be able to kill that Scholar. But then... Yeah, Ghazi Raider is going down. Nice. You need more Zugunus, I think. Because the numbers of Ghazi Raiders will just start to grow. Let's change for income per minute. A lot of food for both of our players. Oh no, go to the sacred site! You could have entered and killed it. Ghazi Raider is now killing the reinforcements. Oh, but Valdemar decaps the other sacred site. Really well played, though. But that other sacred site is captured. Oh, it's so tough, man. So tough for China to play these sacred site games. Maybe there could be a sieve that, like, you build this priest that can't capture the sacred sites, but it puts, like, a flag here, and the enemy scholars can't capture it as well. For like 2 minutes or something, you know what I'm saying? Like an anti-priest, you know, an evil priest. Just to make these games, just to make this a bit easier, because I think Valdemar, maybe not right now, but he had the better military composition for fights, but not for running around, you know. And it's really tough because you can see, Vortix is going to castle, because you don't need to hold the sacred sites for longer. You just need them to give you 150 gold once or twice, and then you castle, right? Pretty simple. Especially because you second TC, you have more builds, you have way more food. Yeah, this is really looking bad for Valdemar. He's actually close to castle too, but he has a bunch of Zugunu, and Vortix can now just shift to Knights Men-at-Arms, and the Zugunus, even though it's 44 of them, they will not do much, right? Wait, what? Ghazi raid, Ghazi raid. The army of Zugunus and 3 spears. No, there are more spears coming out to the battle. Castle Age for Vortix. Oh, Vortix does not have barracks, so no men-at-arms. But yeah, knights coming in. Oh, where the Vils going? Oh, Valdemar lost 2 Vils. He's now 10 Vils behind. Because Vortix was on a is still on a second TC. You have Song Dynasty, but still, you're falling behind. Valdemar decaptures one of the sacred sites. Oh, but it's already ready. He's ready to capture that sacred site, so no worries. And it was the compound of the defender for Vortix, so he wants to build keeps and create villagers out of those keeps. Big army for Valdemar. Already 8 knights for Vortix, that's crazy, bro. Vortix also grabbing 2 relics. Scholar goes down. But it's okay. They're cheaper for Vortix because of Dome of the Faith. third relic for Vortix. Nest of bees firing off. Oh no, the Gazi Raiders will destroy the nest of bees. Oh no, huge loss. Oopsies. It was a very valuable nest of bees. And those spears are not upgraded yet. You have gold, just do it. Upgrade the spears. He's forgetting about it. Big army for Vortix as well, and perhaps better. Because only 14 spears for Valdemar, and they are still feudal age spears. So, not the best. Siege workshop. Both armies are moving. No. Oh, I thought it would happen. Ooh, the Zugunu are out of position. Where are the spears? Oh, the spears are on this side. That's a lot of archers. That's not. Those are not enough spears. Some spears over there. Bad fight for Valdemar, yeah. And GG gets called. Yeah. I think Valdemar is at the right composition, but the army was too scattered, and it was really hard to play around Delhi. It felt like Vortix was always chilling, always vibing, right? Guys, thank you very much for watching. Catch me live on Twitch, catch EGCD TV live on Twitch, and if you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. Let's go!